the Chief Executive Officer of Ethiopian Investment Holdings, EIH, Brooke Taye, has emphasized that a strong rule of law and effective alternative dispute resolution, ADR mechanisms, are central to Ethiopia's ongoing economic transformation, noting that legal and institutional reforms are key drivers of investment, growth, and sustainable development. Brooke made the remarks while addressing the first international conference on the rule of law and alternative dispute resolution, ADR, for sustainable peace and development held in Bahir Dar. The two-day conference was jointly organized by the Amhara Regional Supreme Court and Bahir Dar University and brought together senior government officials, legal experts, academics, investors, and development partners. The conference focused on the role of justice sector reform, conflict resolution, and institutional trust in promoting sustainable peace and development, while also highlighting ongoing reform programs in the Amhara region and lessons from African and global experiences. In his address, Brooke explained that Ethiopia's recent economic progress is closely linked to clarity in policy direction and institutional reform introduced over the past 5 to 6 years. He noted that since 2018, the government has worked to resolve long-standing uncertainty over the country's economic philosophy by clearly defining the contemporary roles of the public and private sectors.
What the government has done from day one, since 2018, there was a clarity of thought. This clarity of thought was encapsulated first with the homegrown economic reform agenda, really identifying, let's not confuse ourselves or lie ourselves. We have a debt issue, we have an FX issue, we have an inflation issue, we have unemployment issue. This is a clarity of thought with a very simple four-pointer that was distributed under the homegrown economic reform. That was our initial starting clarity of thought where the government started introducing economic reform.
According to the EIH CEO, this clarity has enabled Ethiopia to better manage domestic and global challenges, resulting in notable economic gains, including the doubling of GDP and per capita income over the past 5 years, as well as a significant reduction in inflation. He stressed that such progress would not have been possible without foundational legal reforms that enhance predictability and investor confidence.
All of this, all what we're trying to do, unless otherwise the baseline is the rule of law, it's not going to go nowhere. So any work that you guys are doing, any new way of approaching litigation, new way of making sure that investors' interests are protected, there is a certainty, predictability. Because most investors, they don't care about, what type of regulation that you put out. They want it to be predictable. Unless otherwise it's predictable, you can't put it in your business model, because if you can't put it in your business model, your return will be negative. If your return is negative, no investor is going to put their money in. So it's a very important and pertinent dialogue that's been happening.
Brooke highlighted key legal and institutional changes, including the comprehensive revision of Ethiopia's commercial code after more than 6 decades, the establishment of a capital market, and the shift in the investment proclamation. These reforms, he said, have reduced bureaucracy and corruption while expanding opportunities for domestic and foreign investment.